Hello, this is Patrick, and in this video, I'll show you 3 heart-based meditations that can help you lower stress and increase feelings of well-being. By heart-based, I mean practices that bring our attention to our physical heart, our emotional heart, and our wise or compassionate heart. And what are the benefits of doing these heart-based meditations? First, by giving our mind something to focus on in the present moment, we're less likely to get stuck in patterns of self-criticism or worry or rumination. Second, these practices calm the nervous system and lower the effects of the fight, flight, or freeze reaction that happen if we feel fearful or in a state of panic. Third, by bringing our attention to our heart center, we can develop greater awareness of our emotions. And we can intentionally practice being kind and patient with ourselves. I think of it as if we're holding a newborn infant, a being that is so sensitive and vulnerable, and that no matter what kind of emotions come out of that child, screaming and crying, or happily laughing, or calmly and peacefully sleeping, we will be equally interested in and committed to caring for that being. So we can extend that same kind of care toward ourselves through these practices, that we can be with ourselves and doing whatever we can to take care of ourselves as needed. Last, in these times especially, when so many of us are feeling lonely and isolated and maybe even powerless to do anything at all, it's more important than ever that we have some kind of practice or some kind of way to come home to ourselves, to feel whole, to feel healed, to feel healthy. And that in any given set of circumstances, there's always something we can do to take care of ourselves, and that is to be with ourselves in a deeply caring way. Through doing these practices and developing this kind of self-care, we can then begin to share this care and compassion and kindness with others. Okay, so you may want to do these practices sitting in a stable posture or lying down if you prefer. You may want to have the eyes closed or maybe half open with a soft gaze downwards. And number 1 is called awareness of the physical heart. So if you'd like to bring your hands to your chest, and we do this in order to keep our mind focused on what we're doing in the present moment. And also, the touch can be soothing. And it's a gesture of self-care to place our hand over the chest. So feeling into your hands, noticing the temperature of the hands, feeling the touch of the clothing or the skin. Maybe noticing the rising and falling of your chest as you breathe in and out. Maybe feeling the heart beating in the chest. And this miraculous organ in our chest beating somewhere around 100,000 times a day, or maybe 115,000 times a day or more, depending on our level of physical activity. Working tirelessly day and night. So if you'd like to, just feel into your heart and see if you can notice the heart beating. We also may feel the blood pulsing in different parts of the body, in the abdomen, the belly. Or maybe feeling down into your thighs, your legs, and your feet. Can you notice the throbbing or pulsing there? Feeling into the shoulders, the armpits, the arms, the hands. Noticing any throbbing or pulsing. Feeling into the throat, the face, the head. And this heart is like a sun in our chest, radiating life force and energy to all of the living cells in the body. The blood that flows through the heart and arteries, through the blood vessels, through the capillaries, carries oxygen into every living cell in the body. So the sun and the heart really touches on the whole physical body. We may have a sense of the light radiating out of the heart, shining on every part of our being. And you may also want to thank your heart for its tireless work. Thank you to my beating heart. Thank you. Okay, when you're ready, you can relax your hands. Number 2 is called awareness of the emotional heart. As humans, I think many of us spend a lot of time dwelling in our emotions, but really what we're doing is dwelling in our thoughts about a situation. So this practice is an opportunity to come close to our emotions and feel them as they really are in the body without trying to change them and without trying to push them away. And through doing this, we develop patience and friendliness and gentleness toward ourselves. So if you'd like to bring your hands to your chest and feel into your heart center. And just feeling any emotions that might be there now, whether they are anguish and sadness, fear or confusion, anger or frustration, excitement or joyfulness, or calm or peacefulness. What does it actually feel like in the body? Where do you feel it? In the throat or the chest or the gut or some other place in the body? Just being with and allowing this emotion to be without trying to change it or push it away. Maybe softly naming the emotion. There is fear. There is calm. There is sadness. Or even, I'm not sure what I feel right now. And noticing also that these emotions come and go in waves. Especially intense emotions can become more and more intense and until they reach a kind of crescendo that is almost unbearable. And then after some time, they'll lessen, maybe feel them less. And then after some time, there'll be another wave of intensity. And so we can't stop these natural rising and falling, these natural waves of emotion. We can't stop them. But it's sometimes said we can learn to surf and to stay balanced amidst the ups and downs of life. And these emotions are like weather patterns, naturally flowing and changing. Maybe also noticing if there's any connection between the radiant sun of the physical heart and the emotions that you may be feeling. That we can bring a kind of warmth or kindness to any feeling that is here. And bringing unconditional care and love to ourselves as we are. Deeply committed to our own well-being. And this is the same kind of deep care and attention that we would give to a loved one or someone we cared about or a vulnerable infant. It's within us right here, right now. And when you're ready, you could relax the hands. Number 3 is called loving kindness meditation. This is a traditional practice that involves saying a series of phrases for ourselves that we can then extend to others. And this practice acknowledges that all beings want to be happy and comfortable and free from suffering. And that through doing this practice, we develop a kind of orientation toward unconditional love toward ourselves that we naturally start to share and radiate to others. There are many different versions of these loving kindness phrases. And in this video, I'll do a short version of this practice. In another, I'll do a longer version. So if you'd like to bring your hands to your chest and feel into your heart center, notice how you're doing, however that may be. And I'll say these phrases. You could just listen, or if you like, you can repeat these words mentally to yourself. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be peaceful. May I be protected. May I be free from suffering. Next, if you'd like to imagine a loved one, a family member, or someone you care about, imagine them sitting in front of you, and then we'll go through these same phrases with them in mind. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be peaceful. May you be protected. May you be free from suffering. Now we can extend these intentions or wishes out to a wider circle of beings. So if you'd like to imagine all of the humans on the planet now, or maybe all animals, may all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be protected. May all beings be free from suffering. And having heard those words or repeated them to yourself, how do you feel? So there's no one right way to feel in this practice. The idea is just to say these phrases and see what the results are in yourself, in your feeling, and give them time to have some kind of effect. And you can relax your hands when ready. So which of these heart-based practices could you build into your daily routine? The loving kindness phrases in particular are wonderful to weave into our daily experiences. For instance, I often wake up and the first words that come to my mind are, may all beings be happy. And this is just through repetition and intention. And also when falling asleep at night, these phrases can be wonderful to run through in our heart and mind. Another way to integrate these phrases is with repetitive physical actions. For example, washing our hands, we could run through a few of these phrases. May I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be protected. Rinsing off our hands, may all beings be free from suffering. Another thing we can do is radiate these wishes silently to others when we're in public places or when we see others around us. We can silently wish them wishes of well-being, freedom from suffering, and so on. So may you develop this unconditional self-care and compassion. May you be safe, may you be healthy, and may you be happy. And please leave your comments and questions below so I know that these practices are landing with you. And I'd love it if you would subscribe to this channel for more healthy stress reduction. Till next time.